Let us introduce generating citations and list of bibliographic references in LaTeX using BibLaTeX. One of motivations to use BibLaTeX is conform the ISO 690 citation standard. So we will take a look at that as well. Do not confuse BibLaTeX and BibTeX as they refer to different things. However, BibLaTeX is based on BibTeX, and if you don't know how to use BibTeX, see the video about BibTeX first and then return here. To remind, BibTeX is a tool to generate a list of bibliographic references, and it is based on so-called bibliographic database. In bibliographic database, we store each publication as its metadata, so we can see the type of publication, its title, the list of its authors, etc. BibTeX generates the list of bibliographic references based on its style. So the same ideas are used for BibLaTeX as well. To start using BibLaTeX, we first need to get rid of the BibTeX commands, so we do not use the bibliography style command and also the bibliography command. We also don't use the bibliography environment. Instead, we go to the preamble, so before the begin document, and start with use package BibLaTeX. Then we need to tell BibLaTeX where to find the bibliographic database. We do it using the @bibresource command, where we pass the file name, including extension. As we use multiple bibliography databases in this project, we use the @bibresource twice. Finally, to generate the list of bibliography references, we use the BibLaTeX command print bibliography. Print bibliography means print the list of references here in this place. So after compiling, we do not see much difference because we didn't enable any particular style, so it will look pretty much the same as before. To remind why we see this particular publication in the list, it's because we cite it from the text body using the cite command. So how to enable the ISO standard with BibLaTeX? We need to use some particular style, and the easiest way how to do it is to pass auxiliary command with the use package BibLaTeX. So we say style ISO. So with style ISO, we start by conforming with the ISO standard, ISO 690. If we wish to preserve the numeric style of citing, we use style ISO numeric. So after recompiling, we may see some difference. But for the standard, as is here, the difference wouldn't be significant. So what if we wish to cite something online, which could be quite tricky with the ISO standard? So let's say we wish to cite this particular discussion thread. We may write our BibTeX record, or we may export it and generate it using some citation generator. So we use the letter case and just add it into our citation database. To remind, the label of the publication should be one word without space, so we need to correct it in this particular case. So to cite this thread, we use the cite command and pass the label. After we recompile it, the cite command should assign this publication a number in square brackets, and we should also see some item in the list of references. So the item is there, but it doesn't really conform the ISO standard because we are missing there the information that it's online, that it comes from Stack Overflow, and also when it was cited. So we need to correct it a little bit. The problem isn't with BibLaTeX and its style, it's with the record in citation database. So how to make it correct? Remember that with BibTeX, the look of the list of bibliography references depends not only on the data, but particularly on the style we use. And this is true for BibLaTeX as well. The style is the one which takes the metadata and understands it in some way. So what we need is to refer to the documentation. The best place to find documentation for LaTeX packages is c10.org, where you can find the documentation for BibLaTeX ISO 690 package. So the documentation is here, and it also contains examples, so we may find what we need in the examples. Let's say that our discussion thread fits the in collection category, so we correct it to in collection. The next thing is that it's one page in some collection, so the title of the page is title, and the title of the collection is book title and not journal. Well, this is not an online publication, so we need to go on searching, and you may see that for online publication we need URL, which is correctly here, and URL date, which means the date of citation. Let's use some particular date. Now always refer to the documentation when you need to refine and correct your database record, because here you can see which fields in which publication type you may use. So after we recompile it, we hope that it starts to be correct. And here is the most productive strategy. Just put the records into your database, and when you generate the list of bibliography references, check it carefully and correct the records based on documentation when something is wrong. But usually, mostly, things will be right on the first try. So now we conform the ISO standard. You may see title, Stack Overflow, that it's online, when it was visited, and availability address. So with this video, we conclude the series of LaTeX and citations.